When I was in LA and Michael and I climbed that mountain, I realized that I was indeed out of shape. I'm aware of that. I acknowledge that. I used to be in great shape. And well, things happen. And now not so much. And I really thought that was a wake up call that, you know, I had trouble climbing that mountain. And I really believe that it partly had to do with the fact that I hadn't eaten anything. And I'm thinking a mountain in LA, really LA, but it was a pretty steep, it was kind of a workout. And when you're out of shape, it was really, a death march. That was a wake up call that I needed to, get back in shape. So, I recently moved my partner's office. She was moving locations with the renovation and then moving, and I've kind of been working up there trying to get things, squared away. So I've been spending a lot of time up there. And her office is on the 12th floor. And I'm thinking, okay, you know what? I'm going to take the stairs, because what better way to get in shape than to, periodically. So, of course, I take them down, which isn't so bad. You take them down, I get the mail. And you start going back up and like, okay, well, that's clearly a lot more than I'm used to. So I would, stop on a floor and then take the elevator up, which also was fine and dandy. But I realized that I'm in worse shape than I thought, because, I would get up to the 5th floor and I would be dying. I continue to do that on a regular basis, thinking every day I'll climb a flight higher and I'll just work my way up and get in better shape. And yeah, it's all good, right? So the other day, I go down the stairs. Of course, that's easy breezy, right? I get the mail, and I start going back upstairs. And, I'm 3rd floor, and I'm, starting to get a little huffy puffy. And I hear steps just barreling up. Somebody is coming up the stairs, this guy. And he's gaining on me. And I'm thinking, I can't have him pass me on the stairwell, and I'm dying. So I opted to, I think it was the 5th floor, opted to take the elevator at that point, which I had started accelerating my ascent because the guy was coming, and I could just hear him gaining on me. So I'm, going up the stairs, and I wanted to get away from him because I really was starting to die. So I duck into the 5th floor, and I'm going to take the elevator up, and I round the corner, and I'm breathing very heavy at this time because I'm really, out of shape. So I'm huffing and puffing, and I round the corner, and there's 2 ladies at the elevator talking, and I'm thinking I cannot be huffing and puffing as I come around the corner, because that would just really be weird. So I'm trying not to huff and puff, although I have to because I'm dying. And I'm standing there waiting for the elevator. I'm like, and I'm trying to be very subtle in trying to catch my breath. I'm sure it wasn't working very well. And then the elevator comes, and I'm like, oh, glory, I can get in there, and I can, die in there. So I get in the elevator, and I step in, and there's 2 people there. And again, I'm still trying to catch my breath because I'm a blob. So I get in the elevator, and I'm still dying. And and of course it's a small elevator, right? So I'm in the corner going. I'm thinking, they think I'm either some sort of weird perv, or there's something really wrong with me, but they don't say anything. And one woman gets off like on the 7th, and then another woman gets off, I guess it was like the 10th floor or something. And I'm meanwhile still in the corner, and I'm unable to catch my breath because I had to stifle it for the past, I don't know, 5 minutes. And I'm just holding on to the mail for dear life, trying not to keel over. And I'm just sitting there going, and the woman, I can feel her staring at me, and I'm sure she's like, oh my God, what is wrong with you? But never says a word. She gets off the elevator, and of course I double over, and I'm like, I'm in bad shape. Yeah. I and then it was all I could do to get my composure to go back into the office, and I haven't been on the stairs since. I'm a little apprehensive to go back, although I will, because I think it is ultimately good exercise. I think it could be good exercise, or certainly a way to hasten my death. I'm not really sure which, but I'm bound and determined now, more than ever, to get back into shape, because that was really embarrassing, really, really embarrassing. I had to share it with you. Why not? I share everything else, right? Why not share this embarrassing story of me being horribly out of shape?